Hi, this is Lee with learningwithlee.com. Our lesson today is about the reset CSS. Now, I think I've maybe talked about this. When we make a website, we want to control how it looks. Okay, we learned headings like H1, H2, and your browser has a default for what size it is, for what padding to put around it, puts a space between them automatically. It's the default. But like Chrome and Safari and Firefox, they can each have their own default for what that's going to look like. As the web designer, you want to be in control of how your website looks so that no matter what browser they're using, if they're using a cell phone, if they're using a tablet, that you're in control of how it appears to the user. So to do that, we want to get rid of the defaults, like even blue. Like if you type in color blue, right, it's going to choose, the browser is going to use the default, their blue that they use. And it can be different for each one, okay? So if you have like a brand and you have, this color is your brand, you want to use that color, right? So we want to be really specific and we want to be in control. Okay, we're the designers. So to do that, we use something called reset CSS. And this code will be on my blog, so you can copy it and paste it, and I'll paste it into a new file, and we call it reset.css, will be what we call the file, and it's listing all these things. There's the headings, body, all these things you see here, lists, and it's just giving it 0 for all these different properties. Okay, none, none, none. Okay, trying to get rid of those defaults. So it starts things as just plain, and then you get to build from there. Now we want to save this in our project, resources, in our CSS folder, reset.css. Now just in your projects folder, your projects directory, you can just have this file and then just copy the file, just copy and paste it into each project you do. You don't have to like copy and paste it each time, just go into the file itself, just like this, and just right click on it and click on copy, then you can paste it into your new project, whatever you're working on. Okay, let's go back and look at our website. And nothing happened. You know why? Because we haven't used it yet. You have to go to your HTML, and we're telling it to use style, but we need to tell it to use the reset as well. You want to put the reset first. Why? Can you figure out why? If we put, let's just see what happens. Let's put style first and then reset. And look at our web page. And nothing changed. And I don't think, I didn't change it. Of course nothing changed. I still tell it to use style. Change the name to reset. That would be helpful. Always check those file paths, right? Okay, so it set the reset after style. And so it changed like the HTML, the H1, H2, it changed all those things. Links, it adjusted all those things after we set the style. So we want to do it the other way around. We want to reset everything, and then we want to add our style to it. So, reload. Okay, so look, that spacing's gone. That was there before, right? So the list, look what happened to our list. The numbers disappeared. Bullet points disappeared, so we're going to have to learn how to go back and make them the way we want to make them, right? So you might think, this is a step backwards, this isn't helpful, but it is when, as you learn to control the different parts. Let's just put in a little padding. Well, let's just say 20 pixels. Let's see what happens. Starting to get a little better. Yeah, Let's go ahead and move this in off the edge of the page. Move that in. My lists. Let's anyway, once you add the reset, you're going to want to go back in and add some padding. Our list, not list, our ordered list and our unordered list. I want to give that a padding too. Padding on the left, I would say. Let's give it 40 pixels. Now we can put numbers back in, we can put images in here, we can put the dots back in, whatever we decide. Okay, but I think we'll stop there for now. Add your reset file and then add some more padding where it disappeared. And we'll keep working on our CSS next lesson.